A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will get the football first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, and you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks, like What's going through your head to start a football?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire progression. You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off or you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hits inside. It's Parker. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here's a gift to Parker. Run ends there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before. He gets all kinds of room to the right. Takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Gets the back moving. Jackson will throw. Still looking. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Inside, it's Phillips. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Ball's at the 27, his offense facing a 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for room, it's Phillips. All over him immediately.
And talking to the coaching staff, they were worried about this. Are you going to take your opponents lightly? Do you have the maturity? And first drive, Palmer, you saw it, man. 3-and-out, punt. Now another negative play. Palmer, they need something, man. They need some juice. They got to get their heads right and get some excitement going. I know they're a better team, but right now, rough start.
Yeah, they're sleepwalking a little bit here early in this game, but I also think we got to give credit to the defense because they've come out with their hair on fire, and they are flying around to the football right now, playing with tremendous effort. And honestly, the defense right now just looks faster. They've taken over the game here very early. We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Jackson will throw. On the move. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Sends it back in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He's changing the play. Hard running there. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They're all over it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Searching for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They give it to him again. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got some green grass. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Extra point here would tie the game.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, what a move. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll send the back in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Phillips. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Gonna look downfield again. Rush is on. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Georgia sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front.
Oh, a lot of space. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side, it's Parker. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Churns into the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. past the 6. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Running behind that left side. Turns it on in midfield. Maybe a crease. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Off-play action. Rolls right. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
He's got it down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Under pressure, and he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Stepping to the right. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Parker. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Trying to make one miss. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the 1st down. Finding, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now on the counter. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Jackson will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to buy time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
About set to get this second half underway. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Just feeds the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Phillips. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there. Another
incompletion on 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Trying to get started. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like,
Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Look out! And it's a sack. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball off? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than a sack.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The give. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up. They put on the heat, and they blocked it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Still looking to his right. Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tough run here. It's Phillips. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about... eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Drives inside. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on.
Touchdown, Bulldog! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's got to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive. Trailing by... possessions. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Parker again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Watkins. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun. Could be an out. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it on first and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but ooh, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Selling the fake. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Cuts it upfield. It's Temple. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the red zone, it's Temple. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The fake wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson will throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They just keep firing. And to get rid of it quickly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll try to do it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Dumps it off in the flats. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Got his man. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking for the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Open space at the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
In traffic, it's Clapp. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They're all over him. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on